of Sudafed and looking for an alternative way to end your allergies, we've got some great tips this morning. Homeopathic practitioner Gabrielle Traub says now is the perfect time to try maybe a different kind of remedy. Thanks so much for coming on today.
It is so wonderful to be here, Renee. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, you know what? It's so great because, you know, a lot of people are turning away from maybe over-the-counter medicines and just trying to try a more natural approach. And with spring, a lot of allergies are here. So let's talk first about, well, what is homeopathy?
Okay, homeopathy is a science of medicine that's been around for over 250 years, and how it works is you give a small amount of the substance that's capable of eliciting immune response, and it actually primes the immune system so that when the immune system encounters something similar, it knows exactly how to deal with it. And actually, Dr. Edward Jenner, who invented vaccinations, gave a perfect example of how homeopathy works, is that people who milked cows actually developed cowpox, and that gave them immunity against smallpox. So it's the cross immunity. It primes the immune system so that the immune system knows exactly what to do when it encounters something similar.
Sort of helping your body fight it off naturally.
Exactly. The wonderful thing is it's completely safe and natural, and over 250 years there are no recorded side effects.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, for people that, I mean, it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. People want to go outside, they want to bike, they want to hike, they want to be outdoors, but you know, allergies can be tough. So you've got some homeopathic treatments for allergies, and we want to share those with our viewers this morning.
Absolutely. Now, the most ideal way is to go see a homeopathic practitioner. You can look at it from a holistic approach. You can look at your whole personality, all your genetic history and everything, and see what actually works for you. And first and foremost, I'm a scientist, so I always like looking at evidence-based medicine.
Sure.
And they've done numerous double-blind clinical trials that have shown that homeopathy is very effective in treating allergies. In fact, in one study, they actually compared homeopathic individualized treatment compared to allopathic conventional treatment, and in the homeopathic group they actually had an 82% improvement, only a 62% improvement in the allopathic group, and this was actually published in a very reputable scientific journal, and those are all available on my website.
So if people are going to be outside this weekend and they want to try to, you know, enjoy it and not be sniffling and sneezing, what are some of the homeopathic treatments to help fight those allergies?
Okay.
And we have some tips on the screen to show our viewers.
There are some tips. If you are indoors and you're allergic to dust, a good thing to use is an air purifier, because air purifier actually purifies all the allergens in the environment. It's a good idea to remove carpets and curtains because these attract dust and really aggravate the problem. It's a good idea to check for mold, and you can actually get a mold checking kit from somewhere like Home Depot. It's very inexpensive. Mold allergies tend to be predominant in the fall, whereas pollen allergies are predominant in the springtime. It's a good idea to use natural cleaning products. A lot of people have chemical sensitivities which aggravate allergies. We're also living in an age where we're so hypervigilant about everything being so clean and sterile, and that actually prevents our immune systems being able to get used to developing a reaction against that. Because an allergy is actually a hypervigilant immune system, an immune system that's acting as if it's under attack by everything that's around it. So it's a really good idea to manage your overall health so that your allergies can be improved.
Okay, well those were great tips for environmental allergies, but let's talk about food, because food allergies, I mean, we hear so much about peanut allergies and other different things that make it challenging for kiddos to eat. How can we fight food allergies? Okay.
It's a good idea to be on a rotational diet. I know with my practice, if a patient cuts out milk, for example, and starts drinking soy milk, they often develop an allergy towards soy. But if they have too much of one substance, it actually creates allergies in other foods. So a rotational diet is a very good idea because the body is having something different every day.
Don't be a creature of habit.
Exactly. That's correct. If you're pregnant, try to avoid hyperallergenic foods like nuts and soy. It's important to introduce tropical fruit and varied foods to children at a young age, because that's when their gut immunity develops, and that way they're able to tolerate things when they're older. It's a good idea to have a hypoallergenic probiotic, which helps to develop your gut immunity. And it's also important to test for food allergies. A lot of patients go to the traditional allergist and they have something called an IgE test, and that tests for the most severe anaphylactic reactions, and often it misses the more sensitive food sensitivities that are tested with other immunoglobulins like an IgG test and so forth.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle. And this Wednesday coming up, you're going to be at Jimbo's in Carmel Valley, and people can go there, they can ask you questions, and maybe get some more natural relief than what they've been used to taking or doing for themselves in the past.
Absolutely, and at these workshops I have a lot more time, so I actually go in great depth over all the different homeopathic medicines that can be used to treat allergies. So I highly recommend that you come along and learn about natural ways to take care of your health.
All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you don't have any allergies out in the sunshine.
Thank you so much, Renee.
Thanks for coming in. Okay, Anita, you and Kelly G talking about some movie action.
Yes, thank you so much, Renee. You know, if it weren't for Kelly